Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of CouchSide. We've come back to you after a long hiatus. My name is Mario, this is Gerald, and today we're going to talk about a bunch of shenanigans going on in the political arena.
A whole lot of shenanigans, in particular one. Mitt Romney, President-elect Donald Trump's, one of his greatest critics, it's in a position for possibly power?
Yeah. He's set to maybe be appointed Secretary of State.
I mean, if that ain't the biggest plot twist ever, I don't know what is. I mean, he was on that train with the Bushes and every other anti-Trump, person out there. Actually, I mean, the fact that the Bushes and him were so against Trump, it almost split the Republican Party.
Yeah, back in March before the primaries, he called him a big phony.
Big phony. I mean, they went on this Twitter rampage against each other. And now they're fine dining in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
Fine dining in New York City, possibly talking about a Secretary of State position, which is, if you look at the way our government is situated, it is virtually the third. You're like the vice president. If the president goes down, the vice president becomes president. If the vice president goes down, then it's the Secretary of State. So you're giving possibly one of your biggest critics a huge position.
Right.
But the question is, why? Why?
Now, personally, I think that Romney is more towards the middle. He's more of an agreeable person in terms of his personal politics.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, at the same time, I think that this is a power play by Trump. First and foremost.
I think this is.
Yeah. And I mean, have you seen House of Cards?
Colleen watches it.
Okay.
I haven't watched it yet.
One of the strategies that the main character, who also played the president in that series, was one of his biggest contenders, he put as his vice president to keep him close, and basically any kind of things, shady, goings on that was going on, he would try to keep a close eye on it.
It's what is it? Keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer.
Exactly.
But I just don't understand from the point of view Romney's mindset. Now, like I said, Romney. For those who don't know, Mitt Romney ran for president as now President Barack Obama in 2012 and lost. And Romney he's always been in the political field. He never quite left. And he's always been pretty much just grandfather figurehead of the Republican Party.
Right.
And when you really when you compare Mitt Romney and Donald Trump, I think, honestly,
it's like oil and water.
It's like oil and water. I mean, you have this mild-mannered, very high morals, I think, in Mitt Romney.
Mm-hmm.
LDS, businessman. But then on the opposite, you have Trump, who's had, how many wives, scandal after scandal. And it's like, I'm wondering if this is a power move by Trump. I've literally thought about this.
I believe so.
It's definitely a power move by Trump, because if you want to unify the party, you have a lot of people that hold on to Mitt Romney, that hold on to the Bushes. Why don't you get one of their, get that guy. Get Mitt Romney. Bring him on. Bring the Republican Party together. Right. That's what I think this is. And if that's the case, then Trump is a bigger genius than I think any of us give him credit for.
He's trying to increase his demographic.
And that is amazing.
Right.
Especially when you think about it. Donald Trump, I've been one of his hugest critics. Honestly, since he started running for president, I'm like, there's no way this guy's going to be president. This guy does not have the mannerism. There's no way he can be presidential material. But you're putting Mitt Romney, who's a guy that I know a lot of Republicans were hoping that Mitt Romney would have done a last-minute campaign. If Mitt Romney had ran this election and the Democrats had still done Bernie Sanders how they did him, and Mitt Romney was winning against Hillary, we would have had Mitt Romney as president. There's no question. Yeah. So you have one of the most beloved Republicans in your cabinet now. There's no way you can fail from a Republican point of view. There is obviously room for failure.
To a certain degree. I think he's being set up for failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now my thing is,
considering also all the all the deals and conversations that he's had with other heads of state on non-secured lines.
Yeah, I mean, it looks shady, especially
and at
when
the same time, he's criticizing Hillary.
Yeah, so I was about to say that.
All, the whole email scam.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times we heard about that, but again, and then people were like, well, he's not president yet. He can talk over a phone line. To Vladimir Putin, though, who is a guy that doesn't particularly care for America. Right. I beg to differ that should be allowed, but that is neither here nor there. My thing is, and this is my thing. You're talking about Donald Trump, who the biggest thing was, I'm gonna drain the swamp. DC, we're gonna rid it against politicians. Well, you've literally filled your cabinet with nothing but DC, Beltway figureheads.
That's true.
I mean,
that's the kind of people that you need. You need
that
people
is
that
the people,
have the experience.
Yes, that's true. You do need experience, because I almost respect that better than him picking, I don't know, his vice president of marketing for Trump International as his, secretary of agriculture. Right. Because that's what you could get. Right. I mean, you're looking at a president who has no political experience, which in a sense, I honestly can agree is admirable. Yeah. The fact that he isn't a politician is admirable. But the man plays the fiddle like he's a pro. He's a born politician.
His mouth is going to get
He's a natural. And that is going to happen. I'm curious to see how that plays.
Well, the problem is he's also a classic narcissist.
That's true.
He loves to hear himself talk.
He does.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I do think that Romney would be a much better choice than the other guy that's also in the running.
I think Romney could be a very good, and I hate to say Adderall, a political Adderall for Donald Trump to calm him down and focus him. Yeah. Because, like I said, I do like Mitt Romney. I like a few of his policies. I like the
Is it because he's Mormon?
No, I'm not even throw my religion in there. Thanks, Mario. But the fact that when it comes to most of the other Republican candidates out there that were running, I think Romney looked way better than all of them. Yeah. And I'll even go back to 2008. I didn't even think McCain was that bad of a candidate. I mean, you get to 2016, right. I don't know what happened. Like, you literally found the bottom of the barrel of people to run for president here. And I'm not going to say, and to be fair, I wasn't the biggest Hillary supporter either. So
this was the meme election.
This was the meme election, which is why I'm surprised Bernie Sanders lost. But that's a different story for a different night.
I think we just got to make the best of it.
I think we got to make the best of it, just have hope for the best. And I think the best thing we can do, if you don't like it in 4 years, get out and vote. That was the biggest thing. Right. Most of the country did not actually vote. Yeah. I mean, I don't, popular vote aside, whatever. I'm not going to have that argument. The fact is, most of the country didn't vote.
I mean, if their opinions are really that strong, show it.
Yeah, show it.
But in a peaceful way.
Don't whine about it on, like I say, if you didn't vote, don't be on Facebook just whining about it. Do not get on Facebook or get out there and start protesting if you didn't vote. I mean, what are you protesting? The fact that you did nothing? Okay, it's different. I went out and voted. If I'm not going to protest because at the end of the day, it is what it is. Right. There's no changing what has happened. And we just got to make do with what we got.
Yep, chips are down, Sam.
And like I said, do I like Trump particularly? No. I actually don't like a lot of the policies and a lot of the atmosphere that has come out of the election. But at the end of the day, he is the United States president-elect.
For his sake and for the sake of the country, I hope he does do a good job.
I hope he does a great job. I pray that he does a wonderful job as president for the sake of this nation, because I do love this country. It allows us to do what we're doing here today. It allows us to go to work. I'm going to wake up in the morning, 5:30 a.m., and go to work, to my desk job. And I'm going to make money. And that's because we live in this great country. And that's why I hope the best for Trump. I can be mad all day and all night that Bernie Sanders didn't win, but at the end of the day, we have what we have, and we got to make the best of it.
Exactly.
So that's our show tonight. Let us know what you think. We really want to know. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us all over social media to continue the conversation. This isn't us preaching at you. We want to start a conversation because I think that's the problem. People don't have an outlet. People don't have a real way of talking about
Right.
this. And Democrat, Republican, indifferent, I don't care.
Right.
Just
that's
talk
that's
to
what
each
makes
other.
this country great. Is
Yeah.
everyone has their own opinion,
Yeah.
and if it wasn't for all these people coming in from different walks of life,
Mhm.
we wouldn't have the diverse culture that we do have now.
Yep. That's the beauty, the melting pot of this country. And I mean, I for one don't ever want to see that stop. I want to see people of different walks of life continue to come together, and that's what we need to do now as a country. Come together, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Libertarian, whatever you are. Let's just come together, make the best of it, and hope that this country doesn't fall apart. Because at the end of the day, we gotta live here.
That's true. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Take care.